Hello, hello, and welcome to another Rebellion in Under an Hour. This is game number 3 of the Wombat Invitational. This is a battle for third place, starring EZ, who previously lost to Grant, and myself, the one and only CombatWombat, who lost to Cookie. Okay, so loser's bracket match. Wombat's Imperials, and doing a kind of my usual setup here. One fleet ROTE, one fleet Celeste, Death Star in Coruscant, and I've got one assault carrier with each Star Destroyer. Pretty even forces spread throughout. I've got kind of my heavy-duty planetary assault force on the Death Star. Part of the reason I'm doing it that way is so because I have my other fleets 2 spaces away from Coruscant, I wanted to try to prevent the rebels from starting in, say Ord Mantell and then attacking the Death Star, leaving some speeders on Coruscant and then having a mess to deal with down the road. So without any nearby transports, it seems to make sense to spread out that direction. All right, EZ is going with a deployment on Toydaria, nothing on Utapau, and no loyal Moncal. So EZ's got a couple of options here. He can drop loyalty in Moncal or drop loyalty in Utapau. I draw Mahdi. When I draw Mahdi, you want to try to not put him on a subjugated location. That's an easy target for if the rebel's playing base deck and in sight, or with the ROTE deck behind enemy lines, and then you get confronted and it's just a huge waste. All right, so dropping him on Mustafar lets you roll a potential, if Riken is trying to sabotage, he's got to roll to hit. So kind of best of both worlds there. All right. So no missions for me, 3 for the rebels. As you can see, EZ's playing the ROTE deck and opens with a recruit. So we've got Saw hanging out on Bothawi now. Now what can we subjugate? Not too much here. We've got to go to Naboo. So we'll go there with Vader to prevent a sabotage so we can get to Utapau next turn or the turn after. We can also, excuse the cough, still a little hangover from a couple of weeks ago, same thing. So we can go to Naboo. We can also go to Kashyyyk. Mothma is going to go ahead and build alliance in Utapau. Can't stop that with 3PO. Not worth it. Oh no, it says established trade relations, everybody's favorite card. All right, so we're going to have a bunch of Moncals on the queue. So we need to limit production. So Tag's going to go ahead and go to Kashyyyk, and we're going to try to go with a big enough force to, make the rebels have a tough decision about where they want to go. The reason we don't want to move the assault carriers over is the rebels could end with a movement on Seleucami and then just attack into Mandalore and wipe out a single assault carrier. I don't love that idea. All right, Leia attempts to build alliance in Moncal. Emperor's got to block that, otherwise we're going to have 3 Moncals to deal with, so we're going there. And then Dodonna will retreat with the rebel force on there back to Nal Hutta. All right, all is good. So we are no longer a leader up with Mahdi. Pull Megiddo and Geonosis, nothing too fantastic there. We have Naboo and Kashyyyk subjugated. So where's the base? Could be Endor, could be Rhodia, could be Dantooine, could be Yavin. All those things. So we pull a couple of torture missions. We've got Homing Beacon, and we've also got Yularen's mission, but no 3 intel leader here. So we'll just go with Piet. All right. Akbar for the rebels. So what do we need to be thinking about? We need to be thinking about It's a Trap and also the -1 health assault card. So we're off to kind of an interesting start. The rebels have got a boatload of fleets on tier 3, and we have a single TIE fighter. So we're definitely behind schedule. We've got to play catch up. So we got to try to subjugate rebel planets. They got a speeder there from Bothawi that turn. So we got to try to keep rebel production down. We got to try to get our fleet production up. And we got to find a way to deal with those Moncals. Okay. Nothing too fancy here. Rebels loading up on missions. It is the ROTE deck, so we've got to consider what we want to keep back to block. Rebels have a lot of missions here, and they've already got established trade relations out, so kind of a rough start. And then no rebel fleet easily reached from where we're at currently. Okay, we do have interesting. Okay, I forgot I played that. So we've got Vader on a block card right now, and I think the concept I was thinking, subversion, was with Saw on a mission. I think I'm nervous. I don't know what I'm thinking. I think I'm worried about demolition, but he's not playing that deck, so I'm not really sure what I'm doing with Vader there, to tell you the truth. All right, Mon Mothma dropping a pair of cruisers onto Bothawui with Safe Haven. So for those of you who don't play it very often, the Rebels have Safe Haven in the ROTE deck. Lets you drop 2 ships from the queue or 2 of anything from the queue onto a Rebel-controlled planet. But can't worry too much about that. I actually sort of like that idea right now. I think if I was a little braver, I would attack it, but I seem to not be very brave at the moment. So Rebels are going to infiltrate. Emperor's going to rule by fear in Corellia. I got to get that Star Destroyer production up. The other thing I got to do is get a fleet up to Slukamai so I can get rule by fear on Moncal next turn. I got to block that last Moncal from building in Utapau. I got a lot of things to do. Tag to Bespin. And okay, we're doing a rapid here. So got a rapid. We still got Akbar to worry about. So we got to be careful about attacking into the Moncals in Bothawui. Even though I could use the TIE Fighter card, he can drop Akbar in and then will likely retreat. 3 rerolls, 4 red dice. Gonna have to do a lot of damage to do anything there. All right, Tarkin to Felucia, and then now the Rebel fleet's going to group up together. I don't know if the right move was to attack or not. I think it might have been, but I decided not to. So we'll see if we regret that later. Now, one of the things we can do here with Piet is we could actually group up the Star Destroyers together, and try to bait the Moncals in or put a force together to attack. But I do need to get to Utapau. So before I group up anything, I've got to make sure to block Rebel production there next turn. I can't let that 3rd Moncal get on the queue. Otherwise, I might have to, if he builds too many next turn, I might have to defeat 4 or something this game, which would be nuts. Okay, Saw's going to sabotage Toydaria. A little bit of an odd move. I think he's trying to discourage me from going up to Toydaria. But instead, I'll just I'll just group my Star Destroyers in Malastare. All right. Leia's going to try to build alliance. I will subvert. Try to block the gain of the level 1 objective card, the regional aid, to get all 3 in a single area. So that is a successful block, which is good. So I ended up getting something out of subversion. If you've got a leader on subversion, you might as well use it. I mean, usually not a reason to keep it for another turn. Then you're just wasting leaders at that point. Okay, Nalhutta and Alderaan, those are 2 good probes to draw. I've got Carbonite that I can keep in my back pocket here. And then I've got Piet's No Retreat card, and for a minute I consider keeping it because I know I'm going to have a decisive fleet battle coming up at some point. I wouldn't want to attack into it and use that card, but I also have some 3 intel missions, so I think there's a benefit to having Krennic. At some point during this turn, if I remember correctly, I remember to play Krennic's card, which I should have done immediately before he deploys here. So, yeah, it looks like I did forget to do that. We'll talk about Krennic's card here in a minute. Lord Vader's Orders, where you're looking at objectives. But you can see for now I dropped an assault carrier up at our adjacent fleets. I'll go ahead and play Lord Vader's Orders. Easy's nice enough to let me go ahead and do it. And then on Lord Vader's Orders, you can see here I've got level 1 and level 2 objectives. Okay, sometimes what's useful is if you set them in an order that you can then pay attention to with Infiltrate. Okay, imagine if you use Lord Vader's Orders and there's 3 level 2 cards, right? Death Star Plans and Seize Control and Rebel Cell. And you put Rebel Cell at the bottom, and then when the Rebels infiltrate the next turn, they can just shuffle those 2 cards together and you don't know which one's which. If you stack it level 2, level 1, level 2, well, when they infiltrate, you can pay attention on whether or not they keep that level 1 or level 2 card, right? And then you know which one they put on the bottom. It's not a mystery. Sometimes that's something to think about when you play that card if you get it at the right time. Okay, here I drew Detain. We'll see if I get a good spot to use that. Detain is a nicer card than I thought it was when I started playing. It's one of my favorite Imperial missions to run for a few reasons, and we'll see how I decide to do it here. So I've got a Rule by Fear, a Detain, and then a R&D. R&D is important because I'm trying to build those Star Destroyers, right? So the concept here: move to Moncal, Rule by Fear. And then here we've got Akbar attacking, but he's actually just attacking ROTE. Okay, so he's going to wipe that troop. I think the card I'll probably play here is 501st. Might as well get that kill off, maybe 2 if we're lucky about the card he plays. Try to just eliminate forces here is I think the right move. I'm not sure why I'm thinking so much, but okay, fine. All right, instead we'll just block hits. That's a good kind of default card to play if you're not sure what to do and you're having stormtroopers fight. The idea is you just block the hit and gives you a chance to heal if they score 2 hits, but I think better move there just would have been to use the 501st to wipe 1, then reduce the number of troops there. Imperials have enough good combat cards on ground where you can kind of afford to, if you can guarantee a kill, just do it. Okay, so now what can we do? We can attack in, try to suck out Akbar's card, try to suck out the Moncal card if we can, right? Few things we can do here. Now, Empire almost never wins the first fight here. It doesn't matter how many toys you bring to the battle. You need to drain out their combat cards. Okay, so Akbar, it's a trap. Objective 1 complete. Hopefully this is the Moncal card. Okay, it is. And hopefully he follows up with another good one here. Okay, transport card. So he's going to block all hits. All Rebel space cards are pretty much good, at least for the first half of the deck. So we just got to drain these out of here. So no card for me. He's going to block 50 hits. I'll do almost no damage here. So 1, 2, 3. Everything so far is blocked. Except 1 black, it looks like. Then Piet will roll 3 more reds. Okay, block, get a direct. We'll do 2 damage and do it probably to the Y-wing, I assume here, because I'm likely not going to hang around. And nope, we're being greedy. Okay, nope, yep, nope, who knows? All right, apparently we're being greedy and in the process of making bad decisions here. So, okay, we're going to lose some TIE fighters, probably going to lose a carrier, maybe a Star Destroyer. Yes, going to lose a lot of stuff. Okay, correct move here, I believe, after ground combat's over, is to retreat, save the second Star Destroyer, and save the carrier. But we'll see what we decide here. Okay, so far we've got 3 starfighters and a Star Destroyer for a U-wing and a damaged Corvette. Rebel space cards, really good. You need to pull them out of them, though. So we'll see what we got going on here. Okay, 2 damage. Again, had I used 501st last time, I'd be dealing with one less ground troop here. I think that would have been worth it, but c'est la vie. Okay, we got 1, 2, 3 hits. 4 hits. Okay. Wipe these troops, unless he rolls a heal. Akbar's only got 1 reroll, so as good as he is in space, not as good in ground. We did get the heal. We did lose a troop. 1 troop, so I guess we got the 501st left for this one, but anyway, was wholly unnecessary. Okay, now the decision to make in space here is, what does it look like if we stay? Well, we could block hits, or we could flip the combat and try to pull out his flip the combat card. The correct move here is to retreat. I'm 99% sure. But instead we're staying, so we'll go for it. So what to play? You can pull out another TIE Fighter, block some hits. He is most likely going to cancel a card here with the Corvette card. So you want to play something that does some damage to have them make a decision on whether or not they want to do the next card or this card. So he says, I'm going to cancel the next card. So in that case, we'll just overkill this Corvette, try to get rid of that. Maybe we'll get lucky and keep some Star Destroyers around. And, yep, Corvette's right. Okay, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so probably 1 on the Corvette, 2 on the Moncal. Or, yep. Sounds good. Force him to roll some heals. Okay, he's got 1 heal. 2 more rolls. He needs 1 red hit to kill a Star Destroyer. He can re-roll a black if he wants to, but probably just going for the wipe here. So yeah, 1, 2, 3. Carrier's definitely gone. Starfighters are almost gone. Oh yeah, I guess we have 4 red hits. Yep, 2 TIE Fighters. Okay, looks bad. Okay, now we have an interesting decision to make in space, because now we've got the TIE Fighter advantage. They don't have the cancel card. Okay, so Rebels are starting to run out of juice a little bit. So if I want to be brave here, the Rebels did heal 1 point off the Moncal. Probably a good idea to retreat. And we're having trouble killing that troop. Yep, look at that. Again, 501st would have been the way to do it. Okay, nothing. All right, so now got a couple options. I can overload with the TIE Fighter card, try to roll 1 hit, hope he doesn't roll a heal. That's apparently the route I'm going. This is a terrible idea. No idea what I'm doing here, but so be it. Apparently I must be raging or something behind the computer. I don't actually, I filmed this probably 3 weeks ago, have been editing it slowly. Oh yeah, that's right. I remember what happens here. So he reminds me I've got no card this round. So I ask if it's okay if I make the decision to retreat since we haven't disclosed any information. He says it is. That's gracious of him twice now. So back to either Malastare or Naboo, and then decide what to leave here. So I will leave a troop. Nope, I will leave an ATST. I don't know why I'm not leaving a troop. I think maybe he's got his 501st equivalent card there too. Rebels decide not to retreat here, although they can if they if they want. All right, so blow up the troop. Nothing died. Oh, okay, got it. Yep, just damage the troop. All right, so what did we accomplish here? We got 1 Corvette, killed 1 Y-Wing, or 1 U-Wing, wiped 2 Star Destroyers, an Assault Carrier, and 4 TIE Fighters. That with Admiral Piet. I guess we didn't lose the Assault Carrier. He made it. But anyway, that's power of 2 Moncals for you. It's almost impossible to win the first attack. I don't know why I pressed it into the second round. I was just getting greedy, I guess. All right, Assault is going to wipe the Stormtrooper on Kashyyyk, like a discount Wookiee uprising there. So that's fine. It's a good place to play it on because he gets to build 2 troops for it. And I just am now short ships in the middle of the area here. Part of me is thinking if he's playing that on Kashyyyk, maybe he's wanting to pull that last assault carrier over to Kashyyyk, but I have plans to walk that through Yavin, Dathomir, Dantooine. We'll see how that ends up going here. Alright, doing an infiltrate. I don't have Vader on a mission, so likely no capture. So it's probably safe to infiltrate wherever he wants. Alright, Vader up to Mon Cal. Idea here is when I drop Emperor with Rule by Fear, I'll have 5 to roll against Leia's 2 if she tries to block the Rule by Fear. So if the Rebels have Leia back, it's a good idea to pair up Darth Vader and his master, the Emperor, to try to hedge a Rule by Fear, just because sometimes Leia will even block that too, but let's see how this goes. No block attempt there. Okay. Mothma off with building an alliance. Nothing I can do to stop that. Kato's a good pick. It's 2 moves away from everything. If I want to go there, at this point I've got to go Death Star Alderaan, and I already know Alderaan is not the base, so I don't really want to commit to that. So we're just going to try to get some board presence back in that neck of the woods again here. So we'll move with Krennic. Hopefully he is not successful in his sabotage there. And you can see he's prepping for sabotage by leaving Leia there. So I could play Detain. That might be an okay move here. But if I detain Leia, that would give me an extra dice roll with Tag to block that sabotage. Instead, I'm going to detain Akbar so that he cannot aggressively attack out with Akbar. I'll have an opportunity to group my units together. He'll get that sabotage off here, if I remember correctly. I think Krennic fails me like he always does. All right, yep, failed. And we're going to sabotage. I cannot deploy there, but I still can deploy in Malastare, and I can still attack into Rhodia and combine my assault carrier and my Star Destroyer. So, yes. So doing a rapid. Base does not move. I have no real idea where the base is at this point. It could be Endor, Rhodia, Dantooine, Yavin, not Mon Cal, because we just moved there. Okay, I pulled an intercept. Got more torture missions with Retrieve the Plans. So I've got Retrieve the Plans, Interrogation Droid, Homing Beacon, Carbonite, all captures. And then I pulled Jabba's card for Ambitions of Power. That seems like the logical choice since I have Mahdi already, and we're about at the end of our leader pool. So I'll go ahead and take that over Krennic's Finest. It'll help. Jabba's got some intel. He can block some missions and, technically threatens a bounty, gives the rebels something else to think about. Okay, I've got a little better production here. I've got 2 Star Destroyers coming out, so I've got some backup against these Mon Cals that are out on the board right now. And the Mon Cals don't have a ton of Starfighter support. Now, they can deploy, they have a Nebulon to deploy here, or or they can link up with the fighters in the base too, is another way to do it. Just going to spread out some troops here. I got to get some stuff on Mandalore because I got to get my assault carrier walking around here to cover some of those remotes, especially since I didn't draw great probes here. And then sometimes if you don't have anywhere great to put a troop, don't just plop it somewhere, just leave it on the queue. The way that builds work, most of the time your ground troops are building on turn 1, and then when turn 2 comes around, you don't have any because you deployed them all. So sometimes no harm just leaving them on the queue. All right, what do we got going on here? Got 4 with 2 leaders back. 2 leaders back, probably 1 attack, maybe out of the base, so we'll have to think about that. No real dead giveaways with missions here to overthink. So we're going to do some more ruling by fear, try to limit that rebel production. One of the key thoughts here is since I'm having trouble dealing with rebel fleet, means I'm going to have a hard time getting to planets. I'm gonna have a hard time finding the base. Means I need time on this match. Means I can't let rebels score easy objectives. So have to rule by fear because he likely has regional aid at least based on how he tried to gain it last time. And he's got places with loyalty on there. All right, we're planning the assault against Geonosis. Okay, so Odana comes out with a Death Star killing force, but on a Star Destroyer. So what does that mean? It means he's probably trying to get a point for wiping a Star Destroyer. Also probably means he's not in ROTE or Tatooine. Otherwise, you could probably just attack out from the base with everything. Have a little better edge with those Moncals. I'll play Piet's card here. I'm just trying to save the Star Destroyer and do what I can here. Piet's card does not allow me to retreat. So what I should probably be doing is, not playing his card if I want to retreat and then play Imposing Presence like I did. Or if I was just trying to kill things and get Piet back, which is I think what I was thinking about doing. I probably should have just done damage, but we'll see. All right, black hits are blocked, or red hits are blocked, but he didn't roll any. And he's got a direct damage, so is what it is. 1, 2, 3. I can kill 3 starfighters. Kill the Y-Wings on here. Get rid of those guys. Yep. Still got some X-Wings, still got some Nebulon here. That was a lucky roll by me and not a great roll by Easy. However, because I played Piet's card, I do not have the option to retreat. So we're just kind of stuck here. So I need to kill stuff. I should be playing the Death Star card to damage the Nebulon, I believe is the right move here. If he had... Yeah, that's the right move. All right, he's going to work on this Star Destroyer here. I'm going to work on that Nebulon. He's got 2 rerolls. He's got 2 greens. He's going to need a little bit of luck here. I mean, not a ton of luck. I guess he's got a good chance of rolling one red or direct hit here between everything. He's got nothing. All right, it's tough roll for Easy so far this game. I got 1, 2, so I got that guy dead, and we need 2 and an X-Wing. 1 X-Wing dead, Star Destroyer still alive, so this ended up being really lucky for me here. The TIE Fighter healed again. So far, he's having a rough run like I was last turn with the last combat. Okay, I cannot retreat. He is out of damage cards, so I should probably just block hits here with the or do a damage, I guess. See what I do here. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. I should be blocking. Yeah, there we go. Good job, Wombat. All right, we're going to block hits. He's going to say I can't heal. That's a good card. He's going for Yahtzee here with a direct. Rolls a heal, doesn't help him. And rolls a direct. Star Destroyer is dead. I cannot heal it. That was a great combat card. Nice job, Easy. Would have felt a little bad, actually, if that combat went my way, but we'll take it. Wipe the X-Wing. We got a huge Rebel fleet there. He's going to score. He's got to score that objective, I think. No, maybe not. All right. Yeah, no kill the Star Destroyer objective. Okay, that changes my mind a little bit on where the base could be. Makes me think that possibly we could be up in Ryloth or Tatooine. Okay, we're going to attack in. We're going to try to kill one of these Moncals now. So same idea as last time, except I had also deployed a Striker here, right? So 2 damage on a Moncal with the TIE card. Attacking in with Piet, trying to roll some crits here. Thank you, Easy. 2, 3. Okay, so we've got 5 damage on a Moncal. He's likely to roll 1 heal. Hopefully not 2. 2, 3 rerolls. Both my fighters are dead. And my assault carrier is dead. I did get a Moncal. That is a great trade for me. Happy to take that. Now, Easy's doing a great move here. He is over damaging once the striker because he's trying to get that last combat card out of his hand, which is the X-Wing card. What does that do? That cycles through, so he's got his Moncal card back. So nothing really to do here. Just toss a card. I don't have any interdictors on the queue, and the last 2 combat cards I have are useful, so I got to toss the no card next round. And then we're sabotaging Naboo. Okay, so he's definitely got good control over the northeast region of the map. Okay, so I got to start drawing some probes. I got to start getting some Star Destroyers out on the map, and this whole thing's a mess. I got to start consolidating my forces, and I'm going to lean towards heading towards the northeast quadrant rather than checking the corners of the map here. With Madine's card that he used earlier this turn, if you missed it, he cleared off Utapau, so he's going to get more Moncals from that. Maybe not this turn because it's not a build round, but the turn after. Okay, so Tag is attacking Kashyyyk, and we're going to play his card to try to pull some space cards back. I'm going to pull the TIE Fighter card, the Imposing Presence card, and then another card. I probably shouldn't have taken the block hits card, but oh well. Again, not playing 501st, or maybe I don't have it anymore. Yeah, I guess I don't have it anymore. All right. So made some use out of Tag there. I now no longer have any presence on the left-hand side of the board, which means I need to get the Death Star out in that general direction. Lando's going to recruit another hero here. So we've got 2 recruit cards played. Rebels are going to need to start eating their own leaders here shortly. Luke Skywalker comes out. I have not played Lure yet, so that's something he's going to need to keep an eye on. And you might be thinking right now, what am I doing? Like moving to Hoth? Like I got other places I got to be, but if I consolidate all my troops, I've then got to worry about a rapid. So I got to try to cover what I can, try to find a way to kill that last Moncal. He's going to have 4 or 5 speeders on the base here momentarily. So then not only do I need to get some transports, but I also need some troops. So I got a mess on my hands. All right, Tarkin can move the Death Star since we've already got Sabotage played. So I'll move out that direction with the idea of Death Star to Ilum, Death Star to Megiddo, Death Star to Dantooine, Death Star to Dathomir. Ooh, got a long hike proposed there. Hopefully we draw Ilum this turn or next and then just kind of bypass it. That'd be a really impressive move if he was there. Okay, we're going to try to draw some probes now, right? I got everything spread out. So we're going to try to draw some probes. Rebels draw 7. 1 card is all I get out of those 7. So, or 2. I guess I got 2. So there's 6 there that, yeah. Anyway, that's how this game's gone. Bad luck for both sides. Nice thing about the Intel card is that it shuffles the deck. So you'll notice he did a rapid earlier, so he knew what cards were on the bottom. He now no longer knows what cards are on the bottom. And Rule by Fear goes off, which is nice. So at this point, I just start removing Rebel loyalty with my Rule by Fears. Want to make sure he's not going to be able to score loyalty objectives if I can avoid it. Okay, Dantooine's a nice pick there. So even though I only pulled 2 cards with the intercept transmission, I end up pulling Dantooine. That feels pretty good. I got Jabba's card and got another capture card coming up here, but finally pulled Trade Negotiations, which is pretty good. Last leader, we got Ozzel. That's an automatic. The only time it's not an automatic is if you have Planetary Assault and you're needing it, then you can pick Veers, or if the Rebels have a bunch of structures in the base, you can play Veers and then play the AT-AT card and wipe 2 of the structures. But in this case, it's just Ozzel. It's always Ozzel. when in doubt, just take Ozzel. When I first started playing this, the first few games I watched, all Rebels were always very sad when Ozzel popped out, and I had no idea why. But it's great. Catch them by surprise. Really fun. Recommend it highly. Just try it. Excuse me. All right. Nothing really to put out on the map here. Just try to bolster these couple assault carriers I have left. Now, I have been whittling down the Rebel fleet, so feel sort of okay about that. I gotta get a capture going, not necessarily because I want to play these cards, but Easy's now gonna be in the realm where he's gone through his cards that I knew about, which I guess I didn't mention. I know he's got Death Star plans on the bottom, Seize Control, so I need to watch out for sabotage attacks. I can't really prevent that, but we can try. So then get a captured leader to try to prevent no one left behind from being scored. That'd be a good one. Plus, now he's consumed his leaders from his extra recruits, so now I can capture and not have him just get out of it for free. He's going to false orders. He's going to false orders Jabba, which is actually just a roll by fear. So, got a little lucky there. All right, we are attacking Geonosis. Attacking Geonosis. We're trying to blockade Geonosis. The TIE Fighter is dead. And he needs to hit a direct here because I blocked black hits with that card that I didn't think I wanted. TIE Fighter's dead. X-Wing is dead. So I got a Nebulon left blockading Geonosis, which is already sabotaged, which that's going to be the Seize Control. First Rebel objective scored on turn 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Feels pretty good. I think I'm okay with that. And the Monkels are no longer detained. So we're going to need to cover Cato, because I need to stymie Rebel production best I can. So try to burn through these last combat cards, get reset there. 1 damage to the troop. I got some rerolls. I should be okay here. Decent chance of rolling a heal. Decent chance of rolling a hit. Just 2 directs. Okay. See if he wipes my troop. He does. Okay. I do have it blockaded still. That's all right. I do know that's not the Rebel base, so we're okay there too. Luke is now Jedi Luke. Okay. So be it. No way to pull off a capture on Luke this turn. But we can get this assault carrier to inch back up. Don't forget to move your minor pieces, even if you think they're too far away to make a difference. Eventually they'll get there, especially if you don't have a whole lot of ships on the board. Everything counts. I think I have no Star Destroyers on the map right now. A couple of assault carriers and a Death Star. Looks real good. All right, I got to consolidate to try to bolster my forces a little bit here. So you don't want them defeated in, I think they call that defeated in detail, where you're spread out. So it's better to have 2 assault carriers together. They have a better chance of healing each other. But the problem is I also need to check Kessel. So we'll check Kessel, and then we'll group them together in Nalhada maybe next round. Sabotaging Malastare. Base has got to be in the northeast corner. I mean, that whole area is on lockdown right now, and it's a mess. With Saw and Malastare, I could try a capture there, but at this point, just try to wait for a better target. He's got Chirrut and Leia back there, both to block. All right, we'll cover Kessel. So we're down to Tatooine, Ryloth, Yavin, or Ilum. For possible locations of the base. So again, got to be Tatooine or Ryloth. That's the only thing that really makes sense. And then we're going to do a recon here. I'm assuming for... Oh no, he's going to grab Safe Haven. Okay. So Safe Haven, we got to think about Monkels being Safe Haven back to the base again. R&D. Probably didn't actually need to do the R&D here. So I take a construct Death Star. Why on earth would I take a construct Death Star? Well, I'm thinking right now I need to blow up the base, and I'm hoping it's on Tatooine. I also have Jar Jarrard's card. So my thought process here is I can go for another R&D because I haven't seen a oversee project yet, which allows me to deploy something from spot 2. So the idea is build the Death Star, play Mahdi's card, or play Jar Jarrard's card, and then pull in oversee project to deploy it, and then laser the base. That's my thought process at the moment. So kind of desperate, but we're going to go for it anyway. All right. Trying to do a capture here, and it does not work. Okay, not so good. I did a successful trade negotiations for those who saw that. 3 from the Emperor against 2 from Leia. The capture on Mon Mothma did not work. That was blocked by Chirrut. And then we're off to Megiddo. Okay, why Megiddo? Because I can stage an attack on Ilum from Megiddo. I can stage an attack from Dathomir from Megiddo, or I can go from Megiddo to Mandalore to stage an attack on Yavin. All right, so key things for the rest of the game. I've got some Star Destroyers to deploy here. I built 2 more, so that's nice too. I need to pull an oversee project and just have that happen. It'll be glorious. Rebel Cell popped up. He's on Bothui. Rebel Cell is like my nightmare card. Okay, now he could also play Rebel Cell on Cato, and it would be a pain. But I have some forces nearby that can immediately get to it. By playing in Bothui, it's pretty well defended with the speeder and the troop there. So I'm going to have to go through Nal Hutta, then to Bothui, then to Tatooine. All right. Deployment, nothing too fancy going on here. Just I gotta get I gotta cover Yavin is my thought up there with Mandalore. I just can't take the risk. Got to be careful with the base. He might be bluffing, right? All right, a couple of fighters. I think one should probably go on Corellia, but I'm not paying attention. I literally think I'm raging at this point. All right, so we got trade negotiations. I got my laser. I got my. I just need an R&D to pull out a oversee project here, and then I can try for Yahtzee on Tatooine. And I think a capture. Okay, again, captures to prevent an objective. Gather intel to try to. I don't know what I'm doing there with gather intel. Fine. Limit rebel loyalties, so we're doing that. And R&D. Okay, thank God. Thought I wasn't going to play that for a minute. R&D not for the purpose of removing sabotages necessarily, but to get a oversee project. Okay, attacking Nal Hutta, combining my assault carriers. I have the cancel card with my TIE Striker, so that's the card to maybe play, but I didn't. Yeah, I guess, I don't know, whatever. Kill the troop. I think I've got PTSD from the last troop that didn't die. All right, Nal Hutta is taken care of. For anybody who was paying attention for fancy retreat options, I considered moving everything into Nal Hutta, but then I couldn't retreat to Bothui because there was a rebel base there, so didn't have that option. So that's why I left the tank in Kessel. Left the sabotage marker in Toydaria because I have the probe. And we're going to consolidate here too. Now I can take the guy from Cato and leave it unguarded because I can strip the loyalty with the Emperor here this turn, or Jabba. Okay, Maydeen pulling a heist. So we're at level 3 objectives now. So for those of you who have seen all the other videos, what are we watching for right now? We're watching for Vader and Emperor getting picked off by a behind enemy lines card. So let's not lose to Return of the Jedi here. Akbar, consolidating the fleet. Now, I think he should take the transport with him, maybe, but maybe not, because he doesn't want me to build on ROTE. I don't know. I'm sure he wishes he had his X-Wings now. All right. Piet is covering Celeste, consolidating those fleet assets there together, too. Saw's going to pull off a sabotage here, because that's what Saw does. I now have, for those counting, 15 sabotage systems. I don't think that's actually true, but we're going with it. And rule by fear. Okay, do it in a spot where you're not going to get blocked and then hit by behind enemy lines. I instead get blocked. And oh yeah, no behind enemy lines because Luke doesn't have tactics. So I did wait. Okay, so rule by fear blocked. Luke is picking established trade relations out. Again, he can now drop ETR plus Safe Haven, the Moncals. So yeah, think about that. We're going to try to capture somebody here. Leia, Chirrut. See if I can get a 5th mission block this game. 3 on 3. I roll 3. He rolls 3. All right, sold. Blocked. Good news is Chirrut came out to block, so Jabba can now pull off a big dice roll for... Yep. Now, I had a decision to make here. I needed to remove that sabotage, so I needed to waste trade relations on there, but I almost considered not pulling the sabotage off because I needed the Rebel Cell scores a point there. I needed the deploy a project card, and there are 2 of them, and there's only 5 in the deck I haven't seen right now, so I had a pretty good shot if I had not just drawn 1, but instead I pull a Super Star Destroyer, and I don't have time to deploy that because I'm 1, 2, 3, 4 turns away from losing here. I need to discard, and I actually discard the Super Star Destroyer, which is super frustrating because because I actually could have deployed it, but I'm obsessed with this Tatooine explosion idea here. All right, for anybody paying attention to, if I had not built alliance or trade relationed in Malastare, what could I have done? I could have attacked Bothui, overloaded 1 trooper with hits, and then retreated to Tatooine, because I can't retreat to ROTE because there's a transport there, and everything else was neutral. So, because I built alliance, or because I trade relationed, I now no longer can do my favorite move. So, I'm realizing that as we're playing missions, and EZ's already been kind enough to let me get away with a couple of other mess ups I have here. So we're just gonna live our Imperial life and do our things. We're gonna try to play Mahdi's card, set him back. Why not? Capture. Why not? Display of power. All right. Let's flip Ryloth. All right. Let's get that final Yahtzee piece for the Death Star out here. Keep in mind, I think I had an option for a Super Star Destroyer instead of that Death Star, which probably could be deploying on the map right now without all this other nonsense going on. Okay, Leia is retreating to Ryloth with a Moncal. Interesting. It's going to make display of power on Ryloth hard. Okay. Canceling a card. Have my striker there. Gotta wipe this rebel cell. Tag to the rescue. The Imperial hero we knew we all needed. Nice roll, tag. 3 on the speeder. 3, 2, and 1. Yep, there you go. Good call. It's like I know what I'm going to do. It's like I can tell the future here. Yeah, for those of you who have been thinking about filming and editing and voicing over your own games, it's a big project. I've been meaning to do one every week. I've been pretty good up until Thanksgiving. Had to take a week off on Thanksgiving. Wasn't feeling super great, and then Yeah, anyway. All right, Rebel Cell conquered. They did get 1 point out of it. Not too bad. Subjugated Bothawui. Have an action path to get to Tatooine. My Star Destroyer can walk over that transport. Mothma is trade relationing. Gonna get that Mon Cal out, unfortunately. It's gonna build another one this turn, and then they're gonna safe haven them back again. I hate Rebels. I really do. Like, what a nightmare. Alright. He's gonna kill my X-Wing here. No, he's not. We're gonna take ROTE, liberate ROTE, score Imperial Liberation. Good job, Tarkin. Oh, no, we're just doing it this way. Okay, support a Mon Cal. Now we've got 2 you know what? And it's great. He probably should have attacked me with that Mon Cal. He could have built all 3 this turn. Would have been dandy. All right, block that. Yeah, not subjugated. Just blocked. All right, trying to prevent him from rapiding. Get those Star Destroyers up to Naboo here in a minute. And then I could pull a display of power and an R&D there. And then I've got like I think a 75% chance to, hello, safe haven. Then I've got a 75% chance to pull my Overseas project. Although I'm now suspecting the base is on Ryloth and not on Tatooine. Especially because it looks like I drew the Tatooine probe. So definitely on Ryloth. What to do? Got to worry about Return of the Jedi because Lando's on a mission. So don't forget about Behind Enemy Lines. He hasn't played any of those yet. He's also got Plan the Assault, or not that, Lead the Strike Team. So got to watch out for the Emperor. Got to watch out for Vader. Okay, gain a loyalty. Take away a rebel loyalty. Prevent those loyalty missions from scoring. I think he's got 1, 2. He's almost got Hut scored too, so we got to keep watching out for that. 3, 4, 5, 6. He's got 6, but we just got to watch out for Uprising. Okay. Bothawui. Block. Now. Blocked. And we're going to play Discredit Rebellion. And nothing. That's like the 90th time in a row that card's failed me. And Lando is going to build an alliance in Toydaria, which has to be blocked. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't, because I can display a power in Bothawui. That's exactly what I can do. Because I can't let Huts be scored. All right, and we get Akbar. I think that's what I do, right? I got to play it in Bothawui. 3 on none. And then he's just got Saw. So I just need to not roll a blank. I don't roll a blank. He will not score Huts. And then I can R&D the Bothawui. I actually think about that move for like 3 minutes because I needed not Construct Factory. I needed the Overseas project. But, so now my Death Star plan is gone, but I guess it doesn't matter because it's not really on Tatooine. I'm mostly just angry that I have 3 Mon Cals on the base, and I've already killed 1, and then went through great efforts to prevent the second one from being built. But we're going to deploy here. 3 Star Destroyers. That's good. That feels good. Drop some ATSTs down. Keep in mind, we've got like 11 speeders in the base we need to deal with too, so you can't get too sloppy. You need lots of ATSTs. I have no AT-ATs. Got to prevent Akbar from getting rescued with a easy mission. You can take a look at the score here. So Rebels 2 points scored, and we are on 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay, we're on turn 8. Rebels will probably get another one. I need to win this in like 2 turns probably. I don't have a lot of time. So I got to get to Geonosis. I got to get to Tatooine. I don't know what I'm doing with this Death Star. It's like a nightmare. Every time I grab that card, I just get obsessed with it. All right. We got Maydeen and Luke on a mission. Okay, that's probably Lead the Strike Team. Or Plant Explosives. That's probably Plant Explosives. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Plant Explosives. All right, so he's going to try to blow up these ATSTs and these troopers. He's going to roll 1, 2, 3, and Yoda 4. Both ATSTs I play or that I had there from previously are now going to be wiped. So he's definitely thinking about the Graham game. Good idea, easy. I couldn't afford to block it because I need to get to Ryloth in 1 or 2 turns, depending on how many objectives he scores. So we're going to bring good old-fashioned Piet here, our hero of the day. We're going to bring everything we got from Naboo and from Ryloth, or from ROTE. You can see I only have 1 ATST there. Not enough to wipe out a bunch of people. Now, what can the rebels do here? Right, that's a lot of Star Destroyers. 4 Star Destroyers probably take out a bunch of Mon-Cals, even with the Mon-Cal card. Probably not, but maybe. Especially once I bring the other ones in from the other corner. And I've got Ozzel's card, don't forget. So, alright, that thing's blown up. Now, he could attack in and try to wipe some of my forces, but he could also just sit there and turtle up. We'll have to see what he does. He's got 5 speeders. That's 5 black, 5 red. He's got 2 vanguards, so he's got max dice. I've got 1 stormtrooper and Piet there. Okay, roll by fear. Again, we can't be sloppy with the Emperor. Can't be sloppy with Vader. So Jabba's got to do the roll by fearing. Okay, got to build alliance in Kessel. Now, what's he trying to do? He's trying to score support of the Hutts. I got to block it. I cannot block it with the Emperor, because if I do, I get behind enemy lines by Mothma, or I get lead the strike team by Chirrut. So I got to try to block it with Tarkin. I spent a long time thinking about this one. It's 2-on-1, but it's important. So I got to try it. And Tarkin luckily pulls through with a black block. Okay, preventing Hutts from scoring again means I made him spend another card to do it. It's great. Felt good. All right, 3 more ATSTs on Tatooine. Now, he has not played anything in Ryloth, so he could attack out with his Mon-Cals and wipe my transports there, possibly. But I could also survive it and retreat and then go to Geonosis and have a big party there. So here comes lead the strike team. What does he bring? He brings 3 speeders and a vanguard. Okay, so he's just going the aggressive route, but not not by attacking out. He's just leading the strike team. Now, I don't have a lot of power here, but he doesn't have an ability to retreat. Okay, so playing Chirrut's card gets rid of the ATST. Okay, so he probably could have brought that and maybe just one of the troops or something like that, but we'll see. I mean, if he wins this combat, then I'm in a lot of trouble. Okay, so what do we need to do? We need to kill speeders. How do we do that? We do red damage. So red damage card, I don't care how many of these stormtroopers survive. It's not going to be, I mean, I'm not going to win by outlasting these speeders, so we need to do damage. So damage, then the bombard card for more damage, then the no heal card to prevent him from healing if I get a damaged speeder on there. If he flips the combat, flip it back, those kind of things. So 1 damage. Piet's only got 1 reroll here. So blow up a troop. Or no, not blow up a troop, just damage a troop. Okay. Okay, 2 heals, red damage. Now here's the problem with speeders fighting just troops. Really what you need is you need the black hits, right? So he's got 3 and I've got 6 dice here. So I need crits. 1 crit and the black hit, so that worked. Got 1 heal, so now it's 2 speeders on 5 troops. That seems like it's in the speeder's advantage, but he's running out of ways to damage my troops. He's only got 2 black hits, and his speeders are stuck there. So what do? We do Bombard, or we do the ATST card. Bombard's the correct card. Wombat, come on. Don't overthink it. I'm overthinking it. Nope. Okay, Bombard. 1. Need another crit. no heal. Okay, so he's got 2 black dice that, you know, and some rerolls, so he should roll a hit or 2. Okay, he's got 2. Maybe he heals. No heal. Okay, not bad. I need a crit here. 4 or 5. I've got 5 dice to roll a crit. I should. Nope. Nope. Just 6 blanks. 6 blanks. That's good. 6 blanks. All right. Another damage card. Yes. Yes, Wombat. I'm debating on doing no heal here, but wrong answer. Just roll damage. He's only got 2 red dice to roll heals. He's going to be re-rolling the blacks for hits, I'm sure. Nope. Play it. All right. There we go. Okay. 1 more damage on a speeder. He wants to see what I'm playing. He is now going to just do damage back. So, good move. And see what he gets. 1 hit, 1 heal. What a nightmare. 1 hit. 1 hit, 1 heal. Okay. Need some crits. 2 crits. We're due. 1 crit. 2 crits. Oh, thank God. All right. I remember that happening. I didn't actually tell the future. I edited this video in case you guys forgot. All right, what do? We got 1 troop left. I got no more ways of damaging that speeder. But I can prevent it from healing. So, or I could survive it. Yeah, I think that's the right move. Block the hit. Stay alive. Right? Stay alive. I mean, it seems hopeless. I just got to try to roll a crit. The longer I stay alive, the better I can roll. So he tosses a card. He's going to roll. He's going to hit. I'm going to block it. He's going to re-roll. No crit. No crit. Yep. Okay, now I need a crit. 2 dice to roll a crit. 1. Nope. Okay. Need to say no heal this time, right? So no heal. He says no card for me next turn. That's fine. He gets all his stuff back. So he's going to do a damage this next turn. So I need to no hit. No hit. Okay. I need a crit. Nope. Yep. All right. Last speeder. Okay, that was a good fight. I've still got a troop there. He does not have a speeder left over there, so it's not blockaded. And yeah, that's what we got. You know, I don't know what the right move there is, to tell you the truth. No crippling blow either there, which was good. Okay, so he's got base defenses coming out, and I have the Emperor. I should be blocking this. There's literally nothing more important than blocking that. But I don't. So I just don't. And then I'm going to put an ATST on the queue, because I can build in Geonosis and I need to deal with those 900, well, actually not that many things anymore, but is what it is. Okay, so end of the round. I skipped through that because we're getting close to the hour mark here. So here we go. He is attacking in to Tatooine with the air, right? Right move, because if he can wipe my air, then I can't move those ATSTs anywhere. Okay, I did Imposing Presence. If you remember, I got that back from Tag's card. So I'll discard that dice. So he's got 2 hits, 4. So he's got 4 damage total. Okay, and again, this is why you want to try to consolidate your troops, maximize your red dice. So I've got 5 red dice. I'm going to roll 3 plus 2. Okay, 1 heal. I need to re-roll those reds to try to heal my other one. I don't know what I'm doing here. What am I doing? That's insane. Yeah, see, I could have healed both carriers here. But, all right. Kill the Y-Wing. Damage the... That was the dumbest thing I've seen all game. Then Saw retreats. I think that's probably the right move, because if he doesn't retreat, I retreat to Geonosis. But, okay, I guess. Now I'm going to build my Death Star and put my liability out on the board, because why not? Why not? give him an opportunity. I guess he doesn't have any starfighters left, so... No, he does. He has a Y-Wing. Yeah, let's just give him an opportunity to win the game. That's a good idea. All right, Yavin. Not Yavin. Ilum. Finally drew Ilum and drew Dathomir. So now we are 100% sure it's on Ryloth. Not that we didn't know that anyway, but, I mean, is what it is. Okay, so I skipped through some of the assignment phase here because I've got Ozzel with surprise attack, catch them by surprise. So now we've got this massive battle going on here. Now he traded 3 speeders and a vanguard for 1 ATST and like 6 troops. So, you know, that might have been an okay trade. I have a big lead here on ships, so I just need to not destroy this. I'll flip the combat. That's my last card. Force them to roll first. He says no card next turn. You can see the rebels are low on space cards. Okay, so 5 damage on... Yep. 3 on the Star Destroyer, 2 on troops. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 1 Moncal. I got the Y-Wing. So we'll do that. Okay, 2 Moncals and got the U-Wing too. He's got an extra roll here that he does roll to try to hit the Star Destroyer and ends up being a mess. All right, ground combat. So we've got a shield generator. I don't have an AT-AT, so I just need to do damage because he's going to play that shield generator card over and over again. So we'll blow up any ability he's got to heal with the troop. Okay, he's going to play the shield generator card. So how do you deal with the shield generator card? Shield generator card's different than the Nebulon. Nebulon just removes damage, right? Shield generator card, you have to take it off a unit and put it on the shield generator. You don't have to pull all 3 off. You can pull any amount. So you just want to do damage to things. So especially things that can't heal, like, you know, got black damage, put it on the troops, red damage, put it on the speeders. Pretty straightforward. Got a lot of damage out. He can heal both those speeders by putting all 3 on the shield generator, right? So both speeders are alive. And then he can still roll red heals to heal the shield generator with Luke. And Luke drops the ball. I think we've got end of game here now. And 1 hit. That is the end of the Rebel Alliance here. All right. Well, this was a long one. Went over an hour. Lots of combats. Thanks to EZ first. He was a gracious player here and let a couple of things slide. I think we both did throughout the game. Lots of bad rolls on both sides here. I was a little over-aggressive with the initial fleet fight. I think I should have withdrawn after I pulled out the first Moncal card. But, you know, it is what it is. Ended up working out okay. So some of the key pieces I think here were getting the 2 Star Destroyers on turn 4. Turn 4 is a really important build. So make sure you're trying to put your rule by fears in a good position to succeed, even if Leia blocks. Try to pull out Leia to block other missions if possible, like a gather intel. You know, whatever you can. Ended up getting kind of lucky here. Yeah, definitely had a few things go my way. All right, final ground battle here. We'll flip the combat back to the other side. We've got, I think you know, we might have missed a nuance here. He should have pulled the shield generator card back, I believe. Because the shield generator still... Okay, yeah, he does. That's right. And then plays it again. Okay, that's the right move. Then Luke with the reroll. So I've got to over-damage everything here. And actually, interestingly enough, I'm kind of short on red damagers. So... couple of hits, some rerolls. Yeah, another heal. Maybe I shouldn't have spoiled the tension here up until the last minute. Okay, damage. Then we gotta try to finish him off here. Yep, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Lots of damage. All right, that is the end. So, yeah, that's what we got. So what do we have for the championship game coming up? We've got Cookie, who's going to play Grant. I have actually started editing that one, so I don't think it's going to be another 2 weeks. I should be able to get it out by next weekend. Hopefully this kind of little tournament built some drama and was a little bit of fun for everybody to watch. It was a lot of fun to play. It was a lot of fun to film and try some new stuff. I'm hoping to have another one of these maybe after the holiday season, maybe before the May 5th tournament coming up. But we will see. Man, Luke is putting up a fight. I didn't remember this last fight being this long. There we go. All right. Nice job. Was that Krennic? No, that was Ozzel. Good game, Ozzel. All right, and here's the standings for you guys. Championship match coming up. Wombat ends up in third place here. And then we'll see who takes the crown. The Golden Vader. The Golden Wombat? I'll have to come up with a good name. Come up with a good name in the comments and let me know. All right, see you guys.